welcome to Springfield Hoops here on Focus Springfield Community Television. We're live at the Hicks cage here at UMass in Amherst, Massachusetts. This is the Western Massachusetts Division I Finals, and I am excited. It's the Central Golden Eagles playing against the Chicopee Colts. I am your host, Zulfiqar Manzi, alongside with Brendon, Holland. Brendon, it's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Zolan. Gosh darn, I am so excited for this basketball contest here today.
Oh man.
We got a good matchup between the #1 and #2 seeds in the tournament. How often does that happen, that you get teams that did so well in the regular season continue to do well and win every playoff game?
Pretty exciting. So a tip-off just began, and Central has possession, and the early three is no good, but offensive rebound. And first basket is good by Sharon Robinson.
Just heard an air horn. That's going to get taken away real quick.
So Central here is already going to start with the full court press. And, they're known with their tenacious defense. Their last previous game, they played against Shepherd Hill, and they won by 52 points. The score was 83-31.
Wait, 52, is that a typo?
Oh, no. Trap right there. Oh, look at that trap defense by Central. Jump ball.
You know, we saw the full court press done by Central boys earlier this week when the Central boys played the Putnam boys in the Western Mass semifinals.
It's very true, the full court press can work. And, shot clock violation. Turnover by the Colts.
You couldn't take a shot in 30 whole seconds?
Well,
30 seconds?
When you get good defense like Central playing, it's hard to shoot. So the point guard, Jelena Sanchez, brings it up, passes it to Sharia Haynes.
You know how many things I could do in 30 seconds?
Like what, Brendon?
Could use the bathroom in 30 seconds.
Well, you got to move pretty fast. What kind of motion you trying to use in the bathroom?
Make lunch in 30 seconds.
I'm not that good at that. #3 for the Colts has it. Pass it to the corner for three. Oh, deflected by Central, and a fast break action is going. And blocking foul. The Colts wanted a charge on that, but couldn't get there quick enough. And #2 for Central will be going to the free throw line. And early substitution for the Colts. #5 gets subbed out by #13. So instead of shooting free throws, Central will inbound the ball from out of bounds. Oh, stolen by the Colts. Fast break action. #13. Basket is good. That is Selena Gonzalez.
At this rate, the game's going to end in a tie, Zol.
Oh, probably. It's already dosey-dose. So Central has #3, has it. Central is working the ball around the arc. So early on this game, let's see if they can try to bring it inside. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by #42. And the Colts, previously, they're just playing in 2-3 zone defense. #13 has it on top of the arc, passes it to #23. 2-3 passes it to #42. 42 trying to go to the post, and a foul on the floor is called.
You see, that could have been called a travel, too. That could have gone either way. If the ref thought that Central got enough ball there, she took a few steps once she held it. That's kind of a 50-50 call. If I was the Central coach, I'd try to protest that a bit.
Me too, And the inbound is already set for the Colts. Oh, nice block right there by #1.
If the Colts are going to win this game, they need to use their size to their advantage. They got some players out there that are close to 6 feet tall. They got 3 players that are 5'10" on their roster. In Central, the tallest player that they're starting is Haynes at 5'8".
Wow. Pretty big right there, but the Colts still has possession of the ball, and a foul is called.
The Central team, I think they're playing the perimeter because of the size disadvantage.
Right.
Let's see if their small ball lineup can compete with just kind of the strength down on the post that the Colts have already shown.
And the inbound, almost picked off by number 33. Can she save it? She couldn't because it's a foul. So early on, you know, Central's kind of picking up early on these fouls.
Yeah, we got 3 team fouls on Central.
You don't want to be in the bonus, and substitution is on the floor.
Central moving into an even smaller lineup.
Very small right here, and
hoping to get some of those steals.
I think that's what they're trying to go for. I see that they're double teaming in the post, but it couldn't work. And another basket right there by the Colts.
You see, you gotta have someone that can bang down low. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You gotta have a banger.
I heard you, and stolen by the Golden Eagles. And miscommunication right there, and it rolls out of bounds.
Central team not used to playing from behind.
Not at all. You know, I think this would be like the first. Stolen. Number 2 for Central. And couldn't convert. And another foul is called by the Golden Eagles. So already 14 fouls already for the Golden Eagles.
I believe in high school you need 6 to get put in the bonus.
So they got to be careful here. They cannot force any more careless fouls. And so the Colts inbounded the ball. They need to think something fast before it becomes a backcourt violation. And knocked out of bounds, but last touch by the Golden Eagles.
Playing a really quick pace here today, which usually benefits smaller teams. When you get more shots off, more threes, more mid-range jumpers, more layups, smaller teams usually benefit from a quicker pace.
Yeah, because, you know, big players, you know, they cannot really fast-ass run as the small players. And, the Colts almost lost possession of that ball, but quickly retained by number 13, but stolen by number 2. Let's see. Number 24 with the dunk. Couldn't lay it in. That was an easy gimme right there, but couldn't convert.
Man, that lefty layup, though. Do you make a lefty layup every time?
Well, you know, sometimes you got to use the right hand, use the dominant hand, and it goes out of bounds.
Central coach not happy after that fifth layup.
I mean, I wouldn't either, you know. I mean, he had an easy, you know, fast break point right there. Could have tied this game up, but unfortunately missed it. And the Colts inbounds.
Just imagining what Stephen A. Smith would have said after that missed layup.
You gotta make the ball! And, couldn't get right there. Number 14 for the Colts. And rebound, 23. 23 pushes it. 24 has it. That's in the number 3. And another foul.
Got a charge on that play.
And already 5 team fouls for the Colts. You know, I would have to say, too, this is...
For the Golden Eagles, you mean 5 fouls.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Brendon, for correcting me. And a timeout is called. And Central with the timeout.
Man, Central needs the timeout. Looking at how the game has been going so far, Central is lucky that the score is 2-4.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they've been getting, you know, a lot of careless turnovers, committing a lot of careless fouls. And, you know, one more foul already be in the bonus already in the first quarter.
And then we got a whole nother quarter of basketball to play before that bonus count resets for the second half.
So they definitely need to be careful to not make any more careless mistakes. Well, I would say, too, the Colts, you know, each foul they've been getting, they've been celebrating pretty hard. I mean, this has been the most exciting I've seen a team celebrate for a foul in the first quarter, I should say.
Hey, 3 possessions, 3 points.
Oh, that's very true.
I'd celebrate, too.
For fouls?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, you're right. Unless your team is great at free throw shooting, which most likely I believe the Colts are. And the Colts inbounded, and the Golden Eagles are still playing in their full court press defense, but, trapped. And oh, another steal by the Golden Eagles in a fast break action. Quick jump, mid-range shot, no, but
Tripped on the rebound.
nice strip right there, but let's see if their team can pick up with the ball. And another steal by the Golden Eagles. So the Golden Eagles have been getting some pretty good steals by doing their full court press defense.
You know, they can run the full court press as long as it keeps working well like this. The second that the Colts start getting buckets in transition because Central's lagging behind,
right,
that's when they gotta just play a half court deep. But hey, if you can keep your stamina up, why not run that full court press? It's working so far.
Run that thing. And number 3 for Central has it. Has it to number 23, back to 3. Crossover right there. Bounce pass 24. No good. Rebound by number 13 for the Colts. And they push it up. Number 3 to the basket, but blocked by number 20. And deflected last by the Colts, and the Golden Eagles will have possession. And substitution on the floor. 23 subbed out number 3 for the Colts. And number 11 subbed out number 1 for the Golden Eagles.
Sharon Robinson back in for the Golden Eagles, their starting guard.
And I would have to comment on the Golden Eagles coach's attire. He's wearing all black. This might be signaling that he's taking this game really serious.
Serious as a funeral, am I right?
Yeah, I guess, unless you're going to Hitler's. And the Colts shoots it and deflected, and the Colts possession one more again.
You know, I'm shocked to see that the Golden Eagles only have 4 players dressed on their bench. Whereas, you know, looking over at the Colts bench, they have 9 reserves for their team, full 14 people on their roster. If Central is going to full court press the whole game, they better be able to keep their energy up.
They should, you know. They only have, only 9 players. You know, they don't want to use their starters for the whole time, but most likely I think they will. And a foul is called. Already 16 fouls by the Golden Eagles in this first quarter. So now on each foul the Golden Eagles commit, they're in the bonus, and there's time they're going to be in the 1-and-1. But right here is going to be 2 shots. First free throw's good.
Man, it's been 2-4 forever. Had a bunch of missed shots.
Exactly, you know, a lot of missed shots, and both free throws is good by number 20, and the score is now 6-2. And the Golden Eagles bring it up. Number 24 has it. Pass it to number 11. 23 for 3. No good. Offensive rebound by number 2. Oh, nice move. And the basket doesn't count.
Got a travel there, it looks like.
We'll say it would be a foul was called by number 20 by the Colts. I did notice that on that play, it seemed like the player stepped out of bounds, but no call by the ref. And the Colts are playing I believe a 2-3 zone defense. Number 2 for 3, no good. Offensive rebound by the Colts. Trying to work it inside, which they do.
You know, the Colts are not rebounding well enough for their size advantage.
Which they should. They should use that and take that as soon as possible, you know. Big benefits for them. And an early trap defense right there by the Colts. And, out of bounds. Number 13 did not pay attention to where she was going, and it will be the Golden Eagles' possession. So number 2 brings it up for the Golden Eagles. It's getting really quiet up in here. Where's the horn? I need the horn. Number 11 shoots for 3. 3! The Central now with the lead.
Central's first lead since being up 2-0.
That's right, 7-6. And a minute 15 left to go in the first quarter. The Colts has it. Number 3 for 3! So the Colts answered back with the 3 of their own, and they retain the lead 9-7. And the Central couldn't pay attention to that play, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, got a fumbled pass there.
Fumbled right there, and exactly 1 minute left to go in this first quarter.
Central's scoring output way lower compared to some of their other games.
Yes.
Just on Monday, they scored 83 points, which means on average they're scoring more than 20 a quarter for that game.
I guess in this game, it seems that, like I said, they've been committing silly fouls and careless pass right there. I don't know if she was passing that to Stevie Wonder, but this game, the Golden Eagles, they just been committing silly fouls and also not paying attention to their surroundings a little bit as far as where passing goes. And the Golden Eagles, number 11 for 3, short, a little bit too long on that shot right there. Number 2 passes to number 23. Number 3 gives it to the post. Nice pass right there. Great inside pass to the paint. And it's tied up 9-9. The shot clock is off. And the Colts will try to see if they can try to get the last shot here in the quarter. Number 23 passes to number 20. Goes out of bounds.
Central's got 14 seconds to draw up a play. Coach not going to use a timeout.
Pretty unnecessary to kind of use a timeout, 14 seconds.
If you draw up a set piece, it's a low-scoring game. Every point can count.
Yeah, very true, very true. But who knows? But 6 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Central going to try to get this last second shot for 3. No good, and that's it for the first quarter, folks. It's all tied up here, 9-9 at the Western Massachusetts Division I Championship.
Yeah, pretty excited to be here at the Curry-Hicks cage.
Yeah.
UMass's old basketball stadium. UMass stopped playing their Division I collegiate games once they built the Mullins Center just a couple blocks away under John Calipari back in the 90s. Had some great basketball teams to grace the floors here. Yeah,
one player, he was a pretty great shot blocker. He used to play here. But if you're saying alumni who played here at UMass, Julius Dr. J. Irving.
He's the guy.
Played here back in the early 70s.
Back in Springfield, the guy we care about is Travis Best, though. Dr. J, I think I've heard of him before. He was pretty good, right?
Yeah, he was some guy with an afro, and apparently he dunked from the free throw line like that's a big deal.
Back in the lamest dunk contest of all time.
From 1976. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have the time, check out the slam dunk contest from 1976 from the ABA.
ABA.
you know?
Back when Dr. J won it, but he probably shouldn't have, let's be honest.
Do you think David Thompson should have won that?
With the Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
The recent expansion team.
And I think the best dunker in that contest was Artis Gilmore. And the Golden Eagles for three. No good. And offensive rebound number 2 with the putback.
Central doing really well getting these second chance points despite the size disadvantage they're at on the court.
They've really, tough notch over there, and overthrown pass by the Colts, turnover, and the Golden Eagles are gonna inbound this thing.
Full court press really working. In the beginning of the game, we saw Central keeping 2 people up on the press, but dropping 3 back into the key.
Yes.
But now they're playing 3 up, and it's generating even more steals, but not giving away any points in transition. Working really well for them.
Really well. And number 11 goes to the basket, and a foul is called. May be a blocking foul, number 42.
That is. Number 11 for Central going to the line. That's young Baldwin. The sophomore guard.
No good on the free throws.
This is the first. Let's see if she's able to split them.
I was gonna say when we covered the playoff game, the Putnam Beavers versus the Central Golden Eagles on Tuesday, one thing that I was talking about was free throw shooting. How if you're given the opportunity to shoot some free throws, you should be able to make them. And as you see right here, number 11 misses both free throws. That's one of the reasons why the Golden Eagles for the boys lost that game, because they played, they got a lot of offensive rebounds and just couldn't put them back up, and they would get fouled and could not make their free throws. Number 3 to the basket. Couldn't get the layup, and a jump ball.
Is that a jump ball or an up and down?
I believe it was a jump ball. And
No, that's an up and down.
well, some of the refs put both of their thumbs up.
That means good job. That was an up and down,
Probably it
which is
is.
a travel.
Well, either way, it will be the Colts possession. And
We can see 3 people playing up high still on the Central team, but getting back quick. This is a really impressive full court press defense.
as it kind of worked right there, but the Colts retain the possession. Oh, no call. No foul call. And the refs got to let them play.
Ooh, no look pass.
No good, and rebound by the Colts. Number 3 brings it up. Number 20 for the long 2. The mid-range game is still alive, folks, and it's tied up 11-11. Number 2 has it, passes to number 3. As you hear, the Colts fans are chanting defense, trying to amp up their home team. And it slowly dies out. Number 1
Ooh, shot off the square there.
couldn't get that shot going, and
Couldn't bank it like my man Tim Duncan.
number 20 for 3, no good. Rebound by the Golden Eagles. They're gonna try to push it to the limit. Oh, blocking foul. I guess the fans wanted a charge.
So some parents over on the Chicopee side where the camera platforms are where we're sitting got some people upset about that call. Rightfully so. That's one that could go either way.
Yeah, but charges, for refs, I would have to say it's very difficult for them to make a call because charges and blocking always depends on the feet and where the person is in the paint.
And they're not staring at these people's feet the whole game. They're staring at the ball.
Exactly. Can't be looking at feet. It's not soccer. Front rimmed on the first free throw. And some major substitutions here for both teams.
Got Central almost doing a full line change.
Yeah. I think they should, because, only 9 players. You don't want
They
your...
can't do a full line change.
All right. Only 4 players on the bench for Central. Lane violation, so the free throw does not count. A little bit too quick trying to box out there.
Central missing the chance there to take their first lead in a while.
And the Colts, another steal by the Golden Eagles trying to push it. Number 1 to the hole. No good again. Number 2, no good. Rebound, no good.
Man, at that point on that third shot, reset the offense. Use your shot clock. There are 3 people on you.
They should, and I would say this too, the Golden Eagles, they've been getting a lot of steals and great opportunities for fast break points, but they just can't convert with easy layups. Oh, nice move right there, but whoa. Foul was called, circus shot. And some free throws coming up for number 3.
Jelena Sanchez taking free throws, the freshman guard. Already 5'6" her freshman year.
Pretty tall.
Yeah, if she's able to grow a few inches, I think some colleges could be checking her out. She's already starting on the reigning Division I state champs as a freshman.
Yeah, it's not bad. Just got to see how she plays here in the big stage. And the Colts have it right now. And the Golden Eagles, they're trapping on the point guard, and a foul, and it's a push. Some body contact right there. And because the Golden Eagles are in the bonus, every foul they commit like that right there will be a 1-and-1. Unless it's a shooting foul, it'll be 2 shots.
That was not a shooting foul, I'm pretty sure.
Nope, it'll be 1-and-1. It'll be 1-and-1.
I'm like 99% sure she was not trying to shoot the ball.
Not at all. Unless, I've seen some plays in basketball where a player would foul someone all the way from the half-court line. They were still trying to shoot it. Number 23 for 3. No good.
Shot that from the NBA three-point line.
All right.
I can see how that would be confusing for players on the court now.
It would be really confusing. But I would probably think the girls team will probably watch more WNBA than NBA. Oh. Knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, for folks that don't know, we got 3 lines on the court. Tonight, this Central and Chicopee, these girls teams, are going to be shooting from the closest three-point line to the basket. But at their high schools, they're used to playing on courts that only have 1 line drawn.
Right.
So unless they're going to look down and study where their feet are at, they might take threes from too far out.
Which might be a problem, and a steal. And the Golden Eagles, wow, another missed layup.
These lefty layups not going for them.
It seemed that, I guess they wanted to call of a double dribble, but rebound and the foul.
And just like that, both teams in the bonus.
Both teams.
At one point in time, Central had 6 team fouls, and Chicopee only had 1.
Yeah.
Crazy now that they have the same number of fouls.
Same number of fouls and same number of points. It's tied up 11-11, and 4 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the first half. Man, oh man, I am happy.
It's pretty shocking to me that that this Central team isn't up by more, considering all the fouls that Comp has committed recently.
Yeah, and also a lot of steals they've been getting, you know? I feel like the Colts, they're actually probably playing some pretty good defense secretly, because they're forcing the Golden Eagles to their left, which is probably their weakness side. They should probably go to the right because that's their most dominant side.
Well, we see the same thing on the other side. Central's pushing Chicopee over to that left block.
Yes.
And they've had more difficulty scoring from that side. They've been dropping out, taking mid-range jumpers instead, which, you know, you can't hit those at as high a clip as a layup.
You couldn't. And a crossover, but the score is 12-11. Oh, nice pass to the paint. 13 for 3. A little bit too off right there. Number 2 with the rebound. She's going to push it. She's going to push it. Number 1.
That's a long 2.
Short. Number 4 is going to push it for the Colts. Steal.
Number 11, Vanessa Baldwin, stepping into the central lineup along with 3.
Substitution on the court for both teams.
Thank you for spending your evening with us. This is Springfield Hoops, presented by Focus Springfield. My name is Brendon Holland, and our play-by-play guru is Zulfiqar Manzi.
Hey. For Springfield Blitz, I remember Chris Stone used to call me Zool Mr. Cool Manzi. But I guess that nickname died out.
That was a great spontaneous nickname.
It was. Number 33 was a deep 3. It's like you were just talking about, Brendon. A travel. But like you just mentioned earlier, in that particular 3 right there, number 33 was a couple feet behind, you know, from the normal 3-point line that Central normally shoots.
Yeah, pulled up from the NBA 3-point line.
Yeah, trying to go to the league, and the Colts have it. Whoa, is it backcourt violation? No call. Number 3 with the steal.
The lefty layup is good.
Yeah! And a timeout is called by the Colts. Central with the 3-point lead, 14-11.
Man, the Colts didn't know what to do with that lefty layup. They just had to call a timeout.
They just had it. It was such a spectacular play.
They said, man, if Central's going to start making these, we're going to be down by a dozen.
By a dozen.
Quick.
Really quick. Unless they might smack us by 52 like they did to Shepherd Hill. Who knows?
Yeah, this game, both teams keeping it real competitive. Great gameplay from both teams. You know, it's sometimes tough in these playoff games. Tensions are a little high, and sometimes people will, you know, argue a bit or be more aggressive. But we've seen some really good, clean, sportsman-like gameplay from both teams.
Which is good, you know.
Which is so important.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, it's just a game. I don't know, maybe ball is life.
I don't know about that. I mean, to some people, maybe to us, it might be just a game, you know. But to them, you know, there's a few seniors, I believe, for both teams. So for a few of those seniors might be, you know, their last game in their high school career.
Yeah, you know, a lot on the line for this game too. The winner goes to the state finals at the 12,000-seat Mass Mutual Center.
Big time. Let's see if 12,000 people will show up.
Home of the Springfield Falcons.
And used to be
formerly the home of the Springfield Armor.
who were the greatest team in NBA D-League history. And and the Colts bring it up.
Yeah, the defunct.
The defunct Springfield Armor. Kind of like the St. Louis Spirits.
Of St. Louis.
Number 2 for the Golden Eagles. Jump shot, no good. Rebound by number 20 for the Colts. Bounce pass, number 3 for the Colts has it. Number 42.
Colts running a great triangle offense. Phil Jackson would be proud.
Really proud. You know, that worked for the Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Shaq and Kobe in those years.
So you see that play there. Pretty lucky that, you know, that didn't even go more horribly wrong.
Right.
I don't know if you guys saw on that play, and we'll pull a replay up quick. So we got 4 shooters standing around the outside of the arc, and 1 person driving into the middle. And I get a drive and kick and collapsing defenses, but it's not phasing the Colts. They're sticking with their men and not collapsing the defense. In that case, you got to go 2 people down low, so you have a better chance of getting an offensive rebound.
Right.
You'll never get a rebound with 4 shooters standing on the outside.
You can't. And I was going to correct you earlier, Brendon. You said with their man. I was going to say with their woman.
That's true. That's true.
So, I believe it was a turnover, and it'll be the Golden Eagles' possession. Number 11 has it. Number 11 for 3. No good. Central with an offensive rebound. Oh!
There's another up and down.
I believe that was Comp's possession right there.
2 thumbs up. That means up and down.
No, that's a jump. That's a jump ball.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Up and down is like, it's basically kind of like a travel call.
I don't know what the signal for up and down is.
I think it's a travel because they move, you know, pivot foot and stuff like that.
I'll look it up on YouTube.
Sure. The Colts have it. Number 13 to the hoop.
Took it to the Baja on that one.
And an offensive rebound. Number 20 to the basket. Number 52 bullying her way inside. Look at that hustle right there by number 52. And it will be the Golden Eagles ball. It was a jump ball. But I have to say, that was pretty good hustle right there by number 52. For those of you who don't know, number 52 is 6 feet tall. She's a freshman.
Hold up. 6 feet tall?
As a freshman.
6 feet?
Oh, yeah, as a freshman, yeah. Wow. So just earlier we were talking about how Central's player was 5'8", and she's a freshman, but for the Comps, 6 feet as a freshman.
Which definitely puts the Golden Eagles at a size disadvantage.
Really much. You know, if she was point guard, she could be the female Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds.
Say it with me, Antetokounmpo.
So it'll be the Comps' possession, and they'll inbound it. Oh, I guess the refs changed their mind, and it will be the Golden Eagles' possession.
They said, April Fools.
April Fools. I can tell the Golden Eagles coach, who is Eric Maurer, is probably not happy how his team is playing. Just some quick facts. The Golden Eagles, their regular season record are 18-4, and the Chicopee Comps record is 17-5. So pretty similar record.
After this game, if the Colts win, they could both end up at 18-5 for their overall record to end conference play.
Very true. The Golden Eagles, they're coached by Eric Maurer, which is his 4th season, and the Chicopee Comp Colts, they're coached by Tony Couture, which is his 5th season.
I think Couture.
Couture? All right.
Couture?
Couture.
Couture?
Tony Couture. And inbound right there. And number 5 for the Colts has it. Look at that defense right there by the Golden Eagles. Whoa. The comp has been, making some pretty good passes, but stolen. Goes out of bounds. Now, the comp fans are complaining that it went off her shoe. It went out of bounds, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it did, but hey, I'm not the referee. So the Golden Eagles will inbound it. And 30.4 seconds left to go in the first half.
You know, Central's full court press has been so good at forcing the Colts to shoot, only like halfway through the shot clock.
Yes.
The Colts have never been able to take advantage of a full shot clock yet this game.
Exactly, and the difference is only 0.4 seconds of the shot clock and game clock. And the Golden Eagles definitely slowing it down here. Number 3 to the hoop. Blocking call.
Looks like her feet weren't planted on that one.
Yes.
She was still sliding her left foot into position when the contact was made. But for kind of basketball laymen out there, that looks like a charge every single time.
Yeah.
But the way the rules are structured, you can't just kind of move in front of a person then fall. You have to be planted with your both feet on the ground, your hips squared, and your arms just straight up.
And also, too, I hate flopping. And like we see in the professional leagues, there's a lot of flopping. And I think there's a new rule. If you flop, it will be 10 G's, which for, professional athletes is kind of like $10.
Shout out to my man, Dwayne Wade.
But if you're someone like let's see, who's a scrub in the NBA that I can think of?
Mario Chalmers.
So Mario Chalmers, that'll probably be, a full paycheck. And I guess the Colts lost track of time right there, and that'll be the final buzzer of the first half. So there it is, folks. The score is Central 15, Colts 11. Stay tuned for more action here on Springfield Hoops. So welcome back to Springfield Hoops, starting for the second half. The Central Golden Eagles lead the Chicopee Colts 15-11, an early travel call. So Brendon, what are your thoughts about the first half? What do you think should be altered here in the second half?
Well, the first half, I thought they played too fast a pace. They need to slow it down a bit, use more of the shot clock, and really run some plays rather than just drive it or shoot it from the wing. You got to set up your team for the best possible shot. And
like
as I say it, they have
this
beautiful 3-pass play. I think Central needs to keep pressing too, because that's the only thing that's kept them in this game so far.
Very true, and I just noticed the Colts, they were playing in now 3-2 defense instead of 2-3, and then another foul was called. So what we saw in the early in the first half, at first the Golden Eagles committed a lot of fouls.
Well, I don't think I would blame it on the Eagles. Give credit where it's due to the Colts. They drew fouls so well, which is a skill. Even at the professional level, people hate on James Harden. But, seriously, he is an expert at drawing those fouls. And it is a skill that's important. Chicopee's really good at it, and it's something they want to be able to keep up.
It's very true, but then also we see like a domino effect, because in the second quarter, Chicopee Comp started to get, pretty hectic, and started to commit a lot of fouls themselves as well. But it's a new half. All those fouls are gone, except for the personal fouls, and the Colts have it. Jump step, hop step, dives for it. Number 3.
Will the lefty layup go?
Trying to be flashy. 23 with the basket. Number 3 was trying to be a little flashy there, but she got lucky by getting the ball back. And Central is going to continue with the full court press. Number 42, pass it number 23. Could not save it, and number 23 is going to push it. Layup. Off. Overthrown pass, but number 42 for the Colts have it. Layup. And a travel is called. So that will be the Golden Eagles possession. So the Golden Eagles have a 7-point lead right now, 19-12.
We got Mayor Sarno in the house tonight, chilling straight across from where we're sitting, right behind the scorer's table. Thank you, Mayor, for supporting our local high school teams.
Thank you, Mayor, too. I'll say thank you as well. I'm not gonna lie, the Mayor, you know, he's a pretty sharp dresser.
It's that Italian in it.
That's
right?
that Italian, you know, with the slick hair back. You know, actually, at first, I thought that, you know, the Mayor was, you know, I'm gonna stop talking because I might say something really bad.
His dad is a barber, cuts hair.
Nice.
90-something years old, I think.
And still cutting?
Yeah, I think he's pretty old.
Well,
Still cutting hair.
Nice. Well, to be honest, I probably won't go to that barbershop. So the foul is called.
Central, 2 team fouls so far this half.
Couple substitutions for the Colts.
Central, again, playing shorthanded tonight. Only 9 players dressed for this game. Let's hope they can keep up the stamina to run this effective full court press.
Yes. And I also, too, only 3 players for us, only 3 other players for Central have only played. One player, as you see, is hurt, and another player who was giving us some great crumping moves during the volleyball season haven't been in the game yet. And a basket is scored by the Colts.
That was a great post move, Zul.
And 24 was thinking about shooting that 3 there, but number 33. Oh.
You see, we're still seeing from Central, they're playing outside the wrong 3-point line.
Yeah.
I think that's really screwing up some of their set pieces that they're familiar with because, you know, their passes need to be done a little differently. Their shots need to be a little different. They need to play from the furthest line in. And I think just subconsciously, they're playing further out than they're used to.
Right, and of course, you know, they're getting a little bit confused and trying to get a steal. Number 42 to the basket, and a stop right there by the Golden Eagles, and they're gonna push it. Number 23, pass to 24. Oh, a steal by number 13 to the hoop.
And the lefty layup is good.
It's good. 3-point game. 24 brings it up, passes to number 33. 23 for 3, short, saved. Nice hustle right there by number 1 for the Golden Eagles. 23 is trying to shoot the 3 again, in and out. Rebound by number 3. 13, rebound by number 33 by the Golden Eagles.
The jumper's not falling.
Not at all. They should try to bring it to the hoop. And last touch by the Colts. Yeah, the 3-point shot is now falling for the Golden Eagles. They should just try to, you know, pass it to the paint.
You see, in that moment for the Colts, you got to be a little more aware of where you are on the court and where other people are. You just got to let that ball go out of bounds.
Very true. So number 2 inbounds to number 11. Number 11 cannot get those easy jump shots. Oh, nice pass. Couldn't finish. Who wants
square
it?
her feet up in time.
Oh, a foul is called.
Colts fans not too happy about that one.
Happy.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, if any of these curse words are coming through on the broadcast. I promise it's not us. Not us.
Not us. You know, we're professional. You know.
Never said a curse word a day in my life.
Yeah. So number 2 brings it up for the Golden Eagles. Number 1 to the hoop. No good. Can't break a home. Number 20 trying to get off of the rebound. Rips it off. Oh, jump ball. And it will be the Golden Eagles possession. So substitution by the Colts.
a little confusing. We don't got a possession arrow to work with on our scoreboard.
No, we don't. So we just got to, you know, see by hand signals by the referees. Number 20 with the jump shot. Couldn't bank it home like Sam Jones. 13 alone. And it's back to a 1-point game, folks. 18-19. Central with only with a 1-point lead. Number 2, no good. Charge.
The Colts hot right now. They're on a 6-0 run. Central's up 19-12, and now suddenly it's a 1-point game. That could have been Central's opportunity to turn this around, especially if that got called as an and one.
It could have.
They could have, instead of, you know, this being a 1-point game, you know, that could have gone up to suddenly being a 4-point game, which is 2 possessions.
Very true, and now it'll be the Colts. Oh, almost picked off by number 1. And oh, steal, number 11, trying to go for the tomahawk slam. Never mind. And the timeout is called.
That was a nice windmill layup there.
Timeout called by the Golden Eagles.
It's a big play for the Eagles, though.
It is.
You know, stopping the 6-0 run by Comp, making some points to break up their rhythm, and then calling the timeout to reset and kind of break up what the Colts had been building. That's a really, really big deal.
Yes, you know, when I play NBA 2K, the commentators would say, you know, basketball is a game of runs. So it
Ain't that the truth?
It is the truth. Kevin Harlan from TNT would actually say that. So thank you, Kevin, for giving me that information.
I remember that.
What about Charles Barkley on TNT?
Charles Barkley can just eat Krispy Kreme donuts. He makes some good points, though.
My favorite Charles Barkley quote from the past couple of years, statistics don't work. They're just a bunch of garbage that smart people made up because they didn't have enough talent to get in the game.
And on the contrary, he also said he thinks analytics were made by high school nerds who couldn't get dates in high school. Direct quote by Sir Charles.
Just because his advanced stats weren't flattering.
Not at all. Oh, bobbled. The Golden Eagles have it to the hoop. Oh, who's going to get that ball?
That's a jump ball, which I believe this time goes to Comp.
So, Brendon, should I take off my mic, go all the way over there, jump, get the ball, and come back and do this commentary?
Nope, they have a stick they're going to use.
Oh, all right.
Wield that stick, referee. Oh, he almost made a bucket.
Oh.
We would have had to add a third category to the scoreboard, referees.
But that was the play of the game right there by the ref.
Clutch shot with the pole for that referee.
And the Colts will get an inbound. And you know what the Golden Eagles cannot do here is get reaching fouls because that will bring them back to the bonus. But oh, look at that. Oh,
got a kickball there. You know, I hate Rajon Rondo as much as anyone hates another human. But something he was always really good at was whenever he got cornered, he would just throw the ball at his opponent's feet to get that kickball and retain possession.
Very true. You know, as a Celtics fan, you know, I enjoyed Rondo playing, but there's a big ego problem. And it goes out of bounds, and it will be the Golden Eagles' ball.
Golden Eagles should have got called for a kickball on that steal. They're pretty lucky.
Well, yeah, well, I believe it was a kick by the Colts.
No, when they just stole it. There was no call. They ran it up the court.
Number 11 for 3. The threes are not falling for the Golden Eagles. 13 is wide open, but the Golden Eagles saw that. Oh, and a foul was called.
Not able to get the and one, but even so, these 2 free throws could pull the Colts just 1 point away.
So that will be the 4th team foul by the Golden Eagles.
The Colts have not been tied or in the lead since 11-11 in this game.
A really long time ago. In the first free throw is no good.
I mean, 11-11 was still almost the end of the second quarter. It's a pretty low-scoring game.
Pretty low scoring. And let's see if the second free throw is going to be successful. Nope. Oh, offensive rebound by number 42. So 42 uses her size to her advantage right there to get the offensive board, and and a foul is called.
Central not close to being put in the bonus yet.
No, not at all. Only 4 fouls, team fouls for Golden Eagles, only 2 team fouls for the Colts. 2 minutes and 1 second left to go in the third quarter. 33, way outside. She should have gotten a little bit closer. And let's see if the Colts can have their first lead in the game since 2-0. Kickball.
You know, that's good for the Eagles to kick the ball purposely there.
Yes.
We could kind of see their defense was way out of whack. They need some time to reset.
They should. They should. You can't get a little too lackadaisical. Number 3 is going to inbound it to the Colts. Oh! That was a great pass right there, but couldn't convert. All goes out of bounds.
When you're 1 point ahead with less than 10 minutes of basketball to play, you can't throw the ball out of bounds on a rebound.
Oh, okay, Stephen A. Smith. But I think I'm more like Stephen A. and you're Skip Bayless. Number 3.
I don't know what you mean by that, Zul.
Well, you know, Skip Bayless has good hair and Stephen A. has receding hair.
Stephen A. has curly hair.
Curly hair, I got curly hair, you got straightened hair.
I got kind of wavy hair.
Yeah, that's what I mean. First free throw is good.
Central's able to go up by 3 here. That would be really great. That means in order to pull even, the Colts would have to make a 3, which honestly, with the way this game has been going, I don't see happening.
Yeah, both teams are not shooting the ball well behind the arc. And the reason is because, well, like we said earlier, they've been taking a few steps back from their actual 3-point. Oh, deep 3!
Oh,
good
banks in. That was from way downtown.
Somebody should have called bank on that one. Good God, Lord have mercy. Central's got to try to answer, but too short. And the Colts have their first lead, number 3, deep
from way downtown.
Can't have that happen. I guess that was a trying to answer, but could not answer there.
The Colts with the lead. Central still pressing. In the beginning of the game, they were pressing with 2 people, then 3. Now they have 4 people full court pressing.
Very true. Oh, number 11 to steal. 24. And a foul. Wow, that was way out. That was a way outside 3-point shot.
She shot it from the parking lot.
From the parking lot. Beep, beep.
Which, by the way, was very hard to find.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see our behind-the-scenes videos of us getting to UMass, it was our trouble trying to park the car. 24 with their first free throw. One out of 2. And the Colts, they're going to try to drive it to the basket. They couldn't. The Golden Eagles, they're going to try to push it. Number 3 has it. Number 2, way outside, short. Oh, look at that save. But it goes out of bounds. But that was great hustle right there by number 24. And it's tied up, folks. 23 all, 32.7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Colts are going to inbound it. Central, they're going to go. Oh, quick steal. 24. Couldn't save it. And the Colts have it. Body foul. Number 11 with the foul. Second personal. 24.2 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The shot clock is off.
Tied at 23, potentially going into the fourth. Could be a big statement for Chicopee to go up to end the quarter.
Yes, really huge. Comp, we gotta bring it up. Number 3, oh, almost got that. Steal, oh, foul.
That's a pretty hard foul.
Yes, very hard foul, and it will be a close possession again. They're gonna inbound it.
6 on the team.
Inbound. Stolen. 6 seconds.
5, 4.
And there it is. Third quarter is complete. It's all tied up, 23 all. The fourth quarter is about to begin. So Brendon, what do you expect to happen in the fourth quarter? Do you feel that, who do you think will be the winner of this game?
Well, I think that, this game is going to be won on the offensive glass, but not in the sense of being able to grab the rebound. We've been seeing that all game. It's going to be won by a team being able to convert on the second chance points. We see so often a team shoots the ball, gets an offensive rebound, but then misses the second chance shot,
right,
and then the other team gets the rebound and has possession. When you get an offensive rebound, you have another 30 seconds. If you don't have a good shot down low, kick it back out, set up a play. Every possession is important at this point, especially in a game this close.
And this big, and...
Yeah, we thank the mayor of Springfield, Dominic Sarno, and superintendent of Springfield Public Schools, Daniel Warwick, and school committee Vice Chair Chris Collins. We thank them for attending tonight's game, for supporting our local students. Mayor Sarno, one of his objectives has always been to be involved in the schools, and we see him at so many of the games that we are present at.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor, Superintendent, and Vice Chair for attending tonight's game.
Thank you all, and fourth quarter begins. Final corner of regulation. Central has it. Number 1 for Central. Oh, carry. That was definitely a carry. She was thinking about passing it, but then decided to dribble. But
Central is darn lucky that wasn't a foul instead. That one more foul throws Chicopee Comp into the bonus.
Yes.
Which is a place you do not want to be this early in the fourth quarter.
Especially a great free throw shooting team like Comp. And Chicopee is going to inbound it.
Central looking a little more tired on their press.
Jump ball. It'll be Chicopee's ball. Comp for 3. Nope. And it goes over the backboard, so it'll be out of bounds. It'll be the Golden Eagles' ball.
It's because of Larry Bird that it's illegal to shoot the ball from behind the backboard. It was one of his favorite shots ever, because no one could guard it, because the arc, it was like straight up, straight down.
Right. There was, number 2 for 3, short. They need to just take it to the basket. They're not shooting well behind the arc. It's not really fulfilling their chances for extending their lead. Comp. Oh, couldn't convert. Rebound by Central. Goes out of bounds, almost went out of bounds. They need to kind of calm it down here. Number 3. And it goes out of bounds.
Central's best plays have been these kind of plays where a player drives and kicks it out, but then passes it back into a third player. Comp is really good at rotating onto one pass, but then that second pass has really been messing with these Comp defenders. I think that would be one of Central's offensive keys to scoring some easy buckets.
Great agility. Number 3, trying to pass it in the baseline, but couldn't convert right there. Number 2 has it. 7 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Number 2 for 3.
from
No.
the parking lot.
Number 1, offensive rebound. No. Another offensive rebound. Basket is good. First basket of the fourth quarter. Comp has it. We got to the corner.
Stepped out of bounds.
And it'll be a turnover, and it'll be a Golden Eagles possession.
Central up by 2 with the ball. You know, at this point, 6.5 minutes left in a game, in a one-possession game. It's a chess match.
There it is.
You know, at this point, you're just kind of trading possessions. Basketball is a game of runs, and you don't want your opponent to be able to get on a run.
Exactly.
For every point that your opponent scores, you have got to score, or else you're going to fall behind, and there's no time to catch up.
There's no time at all, and you should see. Oh, see, that's not right. You know, they're having that little kid, swipe the dust off the court. You know, you got to treat our kids nice. You know, the kids are our future, Brendon.
We are the world. We are the children.
We are the world to make a better place, so let's start giving.
There are people dying.
Make a better place for you and me. Ladies and gentlemen, please buy Zulfiqar Manzi's and Brendon Holland's new R&B album, 80 cover songs. So the timeout is off, and Central, they're gonna inbound this thing.
We only cover charity benefit songs, though.
Only charity benefits. Number 3 to the hole.
Big play, 2-possession game.
27-23, Central with the 4-point lead. And what Comp needs to do is not let this let up. They don't, you know, the Golden Eagles are capable, almost picked off there. The Golden Eagles are capable of extending their leads, but throughout this game, Comp has been answering.
Yeah, well, you know, this game is a rematch of last year's Western Mass Finals. We can see the maturity of both teams playing so well in crunch time.
Yes.
You know they've been here before.
Right.
You can really tell with the way they've been playing.
And deflected, number 52, I mean, offensive rebound, 42, look at that nice pass. Great ball movement.
Chicopee Comp somehow able to keep that possession alive.
That was great ball movement a little bit right there. And number 23 for Central. Oh, foul, shooting foul.
Central, let me point out, has not fouled yet in the fourth quarter. Really impressive, considering one more foul puts Comp in the bonus.
Right.
You know that they're doing that on purpose.
Exactly.
You know, they're being very conscious about not fouling, and I think their coach might have had something to do with that.
Very much, and first free throw is good.
That makes it a 2-possession game.
So back to a 4-point lead by the Golden Eagles. Oh, travel.
I'd like to take a quick second to give a shout out to our crew. On the cameras today, we have Josue Vazquez, Clint, Porte, and Alejandro Cameron.
33. So Central, they're gonna try to extend this. They're feeling it. They're feeling amped up. Even the bench is standing up, except for the injured player. And the Comp in. Comp, they're not going to give up. They're not going to give up this early. Central has possession.
Man, Alyssa Stefanelli really carrying this Comp team right now.
Yes.
Scoring their last 2 baskets and keeping them within 4.
And that will be a travel call by the Golden Eagles, and it will be the Colts ball. So for both teams, you know, you can't have lackadaisical turnovers if you want to win this game. The press is still being used. Oh, nice pass.
Oh, a great pass. Stefanelli with the assist on that one. You can see the maturity from her. She's a senior this year.
Yes.
And you can tell that she's really leading this team right now as she's guarding the ball handler.
It's back to a 1-possession game. And a carry.
Alyssa Stefanelli asks for the substitution. Man, she played well in the past 2 minutes.
Yes.
Keeping Comp in this game single-handedly with 2 buckets and an assisted bucket.
Very much. Very leading player right there. Number 13, look at that move. Tied up. Here we go, folks. It's playoff time.
Central's 6-point lead is all of a sudden a tie game with 4:20 remaining.
There it is, folks. This is playoff time. Foul.
Oh golly, folks.
Oh golly, that's a nice turn, Brendon.
I haven't been this excited about a basketball game in years.
Me too. You know, the last time I've been excited was when I went to the Springfield Armor game.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Central takes the lead again. Comp able to keep themselves in it and bring it to a tie. They haven't been able to vault themselves into any sort of lead, let alone
once.
a comfortable one.
Right. Yes, very true. 1 out of 2 from the free throws. 1-point game.
Comp with a chance to go up here.
Yes. Both teams have 16 fouls, so if one of these teams foul, there'll be blocking foul. Wow.
Central wanting a charge on that one, but the ref definitely making the right call there. Her feet were not planted.
So now 17 fouls for the Golden Eagles. And from now on, whatever foul they commit, they'll be in the bonus.
Yeah, that was number 33, Haynes, with the foul. The junior guard. You expect to see, smarter defensive play out of one of your juniors in crunch time.
Yes.
It's really unfortunate to have a blocking foul with 4 minutes left in a game that's 1 point.
We're now tied up. Oh, almost. Wow, that was a quick shot. She could have used the shot clock. Comp, they're gonna try to get the lead here. Oh! Wow!
Whoa! Holy cow! Comp somehow able to keep that one alive. That gives Comp their first lead of the quarter.
Number 2 for 3. That was a pressured rush shot. I mean, look, you got 30 seconds on the shot clock. You don't need to rush. Oh, look at the 3 right here by number 13. Rebound hauled in, and it will knocked out by Comp. It will be Central's ball. It's a 2-point game.
Comp with the timeout, hoping to psych their players up a bit because they deserve it.
Yes.
They went from a 6-point deficit to a 2-point lead in crunch time here.
Right.
Central, I think, starting to show some fatigue.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing, full court press throughout this whole game.
Yeah, they've been playing 4 up on a full court press with only 9 players.
Only 9 players. That's not, of course, it's going to be a lot of tiresome for the Golden Eagles. Because unfortunately, one of the players for the Golden Eagles is injured. And, yeah.
It is an unfortunate situation. Thank you for making us a part of your evening. Thank you for tuning in to Springfield Hoops on Focus Springfield Community Television. I got my friend Zul, Mr. Cool Manzi, sitting next to me here at the Hicks cage at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst for tonight's matchup of the Central Golden Eagles versus the Chicopee Comprehensive High School Colts at the Western Mass Division I Western Mass Finals.
Whoa, that was a mouthful. So
I practiced all night last night.
Oh, nice. That's dedication, Brendon. And the Golden Eagles, they're going to bring it up. Oh, look at this 3. Wow. Like I said, they're not shooting well from beyond the arc. They should just try their best to score to the basket. That's how they've been getting most of their points. Oh, a foul is called.
That's a push. Normally, that would give Comp an inbounds with a reset shot clock.
Yes.
But because they're in the bonus, that's going to send them to the line.
1-1. Oh! Central gonna push it. Hard move by number 24. Oh, couldn't get it.
And Comp happy with that call. We're under 3 minutes.
Oh, man.
Man, this game went by quickly. First quarter was kind of slow, but this game has picked up, man.
Now, closer to game. Close is about to be finished.
And the stakes are as high as it gets.
42. Oh, close. 23 with the rebound. Central, they're gonna try to push it. Shoots the three. Why are you shooting threes?
She thought she got fouled on that one from behind. Man, every possession here could be the one that wins the game.
Exactly, it's very big time. Charge! Huge
Not
charge.
happy with that.
That was a huge charge right there.
And probably more important than that change of possession is Central's now in the bonus.
Yes, and that's very true. So now any foul that Comp will commit, it will be a free throw for the Golden Eagles. So 23 has it. 23 to the hoop. Foul.
Central going to the line with the goal to tie this game up as we hit the 2-minute mark.
2-point game. Chicopee 34. Central 32. First free throw is good.
Central with getting all their players back out onto the court after we get some coaching by Coach Maurer. But I guess coaches do coaching, right? What else would they do?
Exactly. Ooh. 1 out of 2 from the free throws. 1-point game. 33-34. Chicopee with a 1-point lead. Under 2 minutes left to go in the fourth and final quarter in regulation. Central, they don't want to commit a foul. They do not want to commit a foul because...
Great team defense here.
Wow.
And the steal. Oh! 1 minute and 30 seconds left, down by 1. Man, you got to slow it down and use
really
your
do.
shot clock.
30 seconds on shot clocks, man.
I mean, you got to look. Right now, this game could only be 4 more possessions.
Is that 5-second violation?
No way! With 1 minute and 30 seconds left in a game this close?
Holy smokes! And a timeout is called by the Golden Eagles.
Golden Eagles got to set up a set piece here. You don't take a 3. You don't risk it. You haven't been making them. You
Yeah.
get the ball in down low. You try to draw contact and make the bucket. Shoot your free throw and just get up by at least 1 point if you don't make the shot. But if you're able to make the shot and draw contact, going up by 2 points,
That's good.
at this point in the game, there could realistically only be 4 or 5 more possessions.
Yes.
It's great that Central has possession now, because if there's 5 more, that gives them 3 more possessions to Comp's 2. If you're a coach, you really need to think about this like a chess match. You really need to think how you need to use your possessions to score more points than Comp on their possessions. You got to manage the clock well, but you also got to get the ball in the hands of your best scorers in the best position on the court.
And by their setup, it looks like
they're going to try to push it to that right block that they've been loving all night for these post-up ISO plays.
oh, nice play. Oh my God, they could not get the easy bucket. That was a great setup play. Chicopee, they're gonna try to get a foul.
Where's the foul?
I guess there's body contact.
I'm not sure that's a foul I'd call with 1 minute 20 seconds left in the game.
There should have been more contact. There should have been like at least a slap in the face or something. Because it's playoff time. You can't be having these sissy fouls being called.
if there's no broken bones, I don't want to delay
right.
a game.
If I don't see any blood, ball don't lie, as my man Rasheed Wallace once said.
All right, big free throw here. Comp misses the first. If they make this one, it puts them up by 2, a much more comfortable spot.
Which they did. 2-point game. Comp 35, Central 33. Travel. Major turnover and careless mistake by the Golden Eagles. If Comp scores in this possession, they can make this to a 2-possession game with 1 minute left to a foul.
And because we're in the bonus, that's going to send Comp to the line for 1 and 1.
Wow.
Central foul 23, Alejandro Sweeney. First, second, team,
You know, my favorite ritual in all of basketball is when everybody gives the free throw shooter a high five after their first shot.
Major.
That's a big shot.
That's a big free throw.
Still a 1-possession game, though.
At this moment.
Are they able to extend it?
Let's find out. I'm not a sidekick. Oh! Still 1-possession game. And rebound. They don't really necessarily need a 3. Foul is called.
Central going to the line.
Porte foul number 20, Ashley Rulo.
Central got to make at least 1 free throw here. You miss both of these free throws. I don't know how you're going to come back.
Me too. I mean, hey, playoff time, you know, playoffs, we always see a lot of crazy, outrageous, heroic moments. So who knows what might happen. So some hoopla is going on down in the court.
Got a cut below the eye on that last foul of number 52 getting dressed over on the sideline. The cut is getting dressed, not the player.
Right. Well, that's
Let
good.
it be known,
Let it
ladies
be
and
known.
gentlemen.
That cut, see, that's what I'm saying. Call a foul when there's a slap, and as you saw right there. Oh! Missed the major free throw right there.
Comp up by 3 with exactly 1 minute on the clock.
1 minute to play in the fourth quarter. 1 minute.
Well, under a minute left to go. It's a 3-point game. If Comp scores here, I think that might be the dagger. Oh! Huge steer! Oh my God! And
the foul. Whoa. I think I almost had a heart attack
Right.
there. I can feel my heart palpitating a
Me
little
too.
bit.
I hope I don't get a cardiac arrest.
Porte foul 42, Matthew Yardage. First quarter, team 10 of the second half.
Big free throws coming up. First free throw,
wow.
no good.
That not falling Central's way.
No.
But honestly, Comp really having shown off a more mature game over the past, 8 minutes.
Wow! Misses both free throws.
Oh,
I
wide
think
open.
this might be the dagger.
The clock didn't stop. That's surprising.
5-point game. Central now needs to shoot some threes.
So I'm going to be honest with you right now, Zul. I think this is Comp's game to lose.
Well, I don't know about that, Brendon, but I think Comp might, I don't know, would this be considered an upset?
I guess so. Central, after looking at what happened in the conference semis, we had Central win by 52 points.
Yeah.
And Chicopee Comp only won by 3 points. So, I guess maybe it's like a quality of competition thing. And, you know, because Chicopee was seated lower, they had to play better teams.
Right.
Maybe Central just hasn't been challenged. You know, on Tuesday, we were kind of saying the same thing about Putnam. They're not challenged often, and they kind of mess around and warm up some.
Yeah.
They don't look too serious.
Yeah.
I think maybe the same thing could have happened to Central, where they're used to playing down to their competition and weren't able to kind of ramp it up when they're playing in a big stage.
That's very true.
But the game not over till it's over.
No, it's
Let me remind you of something a friend of mine named Reggie Miller did one time against the New York Knicks.
Let's see.
He scored 8 points in 9 seconds. In case anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about.
In 1995 in the playoffs. So let's see what can happen here. Can the Central get the steal and shoot the three? They're gonna hold on to it.
Gotta foul, you gotta foul.
You have to foul. Another timeout. Yeah, at this point, I mean, look, 13.8 seconds, 5-point game.
Man, there were 20 seconds on the clock, though. You have to foul.
You should have fouled immediately.
And I don't know why the Central coach didn't argue at the beginning of that last Central possession, after Comp scored, the clock did not stop while Central inbounded it. You know, let's throw a replay up on the screen. So it looks like they wasted 4 or 5 seconds of valuable game time that they could have used on another whole possession, especially now if you're going to do the foul, you know, try to see if they can only make 1 before you shoot a 3.
Yes.
You know, that could have been valuable time. And if they fouled right away on that last possession, there could have been 24, 25 seconds left on the clock still.
Right.
Shots really not falling Central's way, but also, you know, maybe they just haven't been setting up their set pieces the right way.
Very true. So let's see who's gonna go on here.
Thanks for watching Springfield Hoops, everybody.
Number 2 is
Here in the Division I Western Mass Finals.
Let's see what's gonna happen here. I think
Anything could happen.
anything can happen
It ain't over till it's over.
until that final buzzer. All right, so let's see what's going on down there. What's going on?
I think they're talking about their bald heads.
Oh, right. If you put both of our heads together, we can make some cheeks.
All referees without hair tonight, in fact.
Oh, yeah, the
All
three.
three.
3 refs. So they could probably say, let's put 3 of our heads together and make some cheeks. You know? I've seen some, you know, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to say something really weird. But thank you for shouting out our name, crowd member.
The crowd shouting, focus.
Focus.
I think they're just giving a shout out to Focus Springfield Community TV.
That's right.
Central commits the quick foul.
Central foul 3 to lead Central. Her second personal foul. The team is over the limit in the second match. Number 5, Samantha Spagoli at the line for the Porte with 2 shots.
Free throws coming up. First free throw, couldn't go in.
Number 2 is Shauna Brown, replacing Darren Robinson for the Golden Eagles.
38-33, Comp coming back from, 6-point deficit in the fourth quarter to now having a 5-point lead.
If I'm doing my math correctly, that's an 11-point swing. Make that a 12-point swing.
So Central now needs 2 threes.
There's one of
Oh,
them.
there's one. Hold on, let's not get too excited here, Brendon. You know, this is the first 3.
Hey, I was telling you to calm down, Zul. This could still happen for this Central team.
Yeah, we don't know. Who knows? I'm not a sidekick.
You know what they say about statistics?
What do they say?
They regress to the mean. If Central averages 25% from 3, but they miss their first 20, that means, in theory, they make their next 4.
Probably.
You know?
Hey, I don't know. I mean, I'm not that great at math, but I mean, hey, we'll see. I mean, 6.1 seconds. I think the way how I think Coach Maurer is gonna probably draw for the Golden Eagles is obviously a steal. You know, they're gonna press, get that steal, and kick it out to the 3.
For a buzzer beater. But in 6 seconds, is there enough time to force a steal and get a decent 3 set up?
And that's the only way they can do in order to tie up, because obviously they can't lead unless they get a 3-point shot plus a foul.
I think they have a better chance of getting fouled on a 3.
So Chicopee is going to call another time. Is going to call a timeout.
Trying to ice this Central team.
Yes. I think.
But Chicopee a little afraid too. If I was Chicopee, I'd be nervous about giving up this turnover.
Same.
I mean, Central's been able to do it all game with their full court press.
Exactly, and we shall see what may go on. Man, this is exciting. I don't know, I really want to see something like really spontaneous happen.
Man, if Central gets a steal and the 3-point buzzer beater to close this game,
wow.
Man, that would be
huge.
The most intense end to the game with the slowest start.
Right.
This game has really picked up in pace as it's gone on.
Really much so.
Thank you for sticking with us, ladies and gentlemen. It's definitely been worth it.
It really is. Under the wire right here.
You know, if I was a betting man, I still don't think I would count Central out of this.
Well, we'll see. We'll see in 6.1 seconds.
The odds are against them.
We'll see. You have to foul.
Central hoping to have Chicopee miss both of these.
Yeah.
Then call a timeout to advance the ball to half court so then they can get off a decent 3-pointer. You know, if they can get the rebound and call a timeout and still have 3 seconds on the clock, they have enough time to get a 3 off.
And, you know, if number 13 for Comps makes his first free throw, that'll be the end of the game, in my opinion, in my belief. But if she misses both...
Hey, and 1 on a 3, it could happen.
It could happen.
Crazier things have happened, man.
So I think this free throw right here is huge.
Whoa. This could happen,
This
could be a thing. Holy cow.
Whoa.
All right, Central needs to have a miss, get the rebound, call a timeout immediately.
All right.
Call the timeout.
Do they have any timeouts left? No timeouts left.
Shoot the 3 and get fouled.
Oh, and that's the game, folks.
And the upset, Chicopee Comprehensive wins this game over Central, performing well in the crunch time. Holy cow, Zul.
Wow, good God. I can't breathe.
What a game by the senior Alyssa Stefanelli on the Colts.
Wow.
Hey, thank you all for joining us here on Springfield Hoops. My name is Brendon Holland. Zulfiqar Manzi has been giving you your play-by-play. Clint, Porte, Josue Vazquez, and Alejandro Cameron have been running your cameras this evening. Thank you for joining us. And please tune in to more events at youtube.com/FocusSpringfields. Have a great evening.